Today we're settling a debate that I wish someone broke down for me sooner. Red heart yarn versus loops and threads yarn. Two yarns, two very different personalities. One's smooth and one's chaos. If you're new to tufting or thinking about starting tufting, your yarn choice can make all the difference in the world. It can make your rug look clean, or it can make you question every decision that led you here. I've used both and I've fought with both, and I'm going to break them down for you now. We're going to break down texture, winding experience, tufting performance, and finished rug results. And yeah, which one I'd recommend. Let's get into it. My name is Paul, and this is Tuft Happens, Coffee Break Edition. Let's get into the coffee break. Let's talk about Big Heart Yarn. It's inexpensive. You can find it just about everywhere. It's very popular for beginning tufters, and it's a classic acrylic yarn. Loops and Threads yarn, on the other hand, is Michael's house brand. It is also acrylic. It's marketed as softer and more premium, and it's slightly more expensive depending on the sale. On paper, they look very similar. In real life, they're not even close. I have a skein of each yarn, and we're going to start with the winding experience. We're going to start with Red Heart. With Red Heart, it runs smooth through the winding machine. It rarely tangles. It holds the tension pretty well, a little bit too well, but we'll get there. And it doesn't fight the winder. Those are the pros. Now let's talk about the cons. It's a little bit stiffer. It doesn't have a whole lot of give. And because of the bulkiness about it, it feels very, at least with the end result, kind of plasticky. It's a much rougher fabric. But from a function standpoint, it's solid. It does what it needs to do. All right, now let's talk about the loops and threads. The pros when it comes to the winding experience, like immediately, like you touch it and go. Like it's a very soft yarn. Feels very premium, but I can definitely see the appeal to loops and threads. The problem with the winding is that it bunches up constantly. The loops, the skein will collapse on itself. It tangles way more, and you have to stop and reset the tension a lot and take out little tiny knots that come through it. And if you're, and I think it's because it's so smooth, if you're not paying attention to the winding, it'll wrap very unevenly, and then you'll have to reset it and redo the cone, or at least do a portion of it, redo a portion of it. It doesn't like to, this yarn, the loops and threads, does not like to be wound fast. It definitely takes patience when you're winding. I don't know, I don't have a manual winder. A manual winder may be better for loops and threads. Again, I can only go from my experience, and I have an automatic winder. So to give you an example with the loops and threads, this is the mess that one of them left me. It's all tangled. It's a tangled mess. Now, one of the things I've noticed is, when you start to use the skein, you're supposed to reach down inside the side hole, whichever one, and pull out the center, and that'll give you the end that you're supposed to use. And it's supposed to come out smoothly. With loops and threads, though, not so much. After a little bit, this is the mess that I ended up with in the end. Now, again, I can only go off my limited experience, but so far, almost every time I've tried to wind a loops and threads, this is what happens. Not always this big. This is a little, I don't want to say it's an exaggeration, but this is probably the most that I've had that's been a mess and tangled. Now, on the other hand, with the Red Heart yarn, you see there's an end that pulls out right out of the middle. And every time I've pulled this, it runs smoothly the entire time. There's a little bit of tension, a little too much tension. And I think that's because the yarn is not as smooth, and I think that's why the tension's there. So, but every time I've pulled from this center string that's always hanging out when I buy it, I don't have to reach down inside and grab a lump out. This goes the whole way. Now, again, I'm working off very limited experience. There may be ones with loops and threads that do that, but I haven't come across it yet. Now let's talk about tufting performance. Let's talk about how these behave in the gun. With the Red Heart yarn, you get a consistent feed throughout your tufting. The tension is very predictable. It rarely jams, and you get very clean, even lines. Now, I think this is because even though they're the same size, they're almost identical. The Red Heart is a little bit thicker, and I think it makes it a little bit easier when you're tufting lines with a little bit of a thicker yarn. I mean, Red Heart just works. It seems to work better. Especially if you're a beginner, Red Heart is very forgiving, especially on the other side of the canvas. So you can leave a little bit of extra space with Red Heart and it'll still look good on the other side. The cons for the Red Heart, it's a stiffer feel. It's a more rough exterior on the yarn. Less plush depth, and it takes a little bit more effort to pack tight. You can get a good density, but you have to work for it. Now let's talk about loops and threads, because this is where it gets interesting. Pros, it does feed very smoothly through the gun when it's wound well. It's got a softer punch into the fabric. It's easier to pack more dense lines because you can get closer to it. And it looks more plush on the other side. Gives it that more higher quality feel. When everything's going right, loops and threads is great. Now let's talk about the cons. It is extremely sensitive to tension because it's so lightweight, I think. It's a lot easier to come out of the gun if you get a little bit of a snag, to where Red Heart, it takes a little bit more to snag and pop out of the gun. One thing I've noticed about the loops and threads is that it is more prone to bunching in the gun, and I don't know if that's because it's not as dense. So a lot of times I'll be tufting with the gun, and I'll look and I'll see I've got like half threads that are coming out of the gun, and I've got a bunch of it's all bunched up right going into the needle of the gun. And I think that's why it makes tufting very difficult unless it's running completely smooth. All right, so let's talk about line quality and detail. Like the finished rug is what we're going to discuss now. With Red Heart, the lines look very crisp. It holds the shape well. It's easier for carving because of the thickness of the yarn. It's got a slightly flatter texture, and so it's great for outlines and very good for some bold designs. Now with loops and threads, the lines look fuller. It's a more plush and cozy finish to the rug. This is, I feel, better for fills and backgrounds, even though it doesn't carve as well. I think it gives you that more quality feel, and you're gonna have better time, an easier time with curves on your loops and threads. It's almost like it feels better, but it's, I don't know. I don't want to say it's less precise because of the fact that you can get smoother around the corners with this because it's not as thick, and you can get, in smaller bursts with the gun, you can get those easier turns with the gun. Let's just go over a brief recap of what we've talked about already during this coffee break. Red Heart, easier to wind. It's very beginner friendly. You get consistent performance, and it's fairly inexpensive and more accessible. The cons, it's got a stiffer feel. It's less plush, and it can kind of look flat if it's not packed well into the canvas. Loops and threads, some of the pros. It's got a softer texture. When you pack it, it gets a fuller look. You can pack it densely with less effort. Might have to do a couple extra tufts, but because it's not as thick, I feel like it's a lot easier on the gun to get those in. Requires a little bit more experience, I think. getting around those corners and whatnot and those turns. But it is easier to mess up cones, or to mess up cakes when you're making a cake. I think that's a huge thing. And I think if that was better, I think this would come out far more supreme between the two yarns. So which should you use? If you're new to tufting as a beginner, as I am, I think Red Heart is definitely the way to go to start. It's predictable, it's forgiving, and it lets you focus on learning the techniques of tufting. If you have experience and patience, then I think loops and threads is where it's at. The softness and the plush of this is legit, but only if your setup and winding are clean. So my personal takes, Red Heart for outline and structure, loops and threads, if I'm feeling brave, for the fills. Now I do have a rug here that, so the black on this is Red Heart yarn, and it is a little rougher to the feel. It's not as plush, and you could tell it's I don't know if you can tell by looking at it, it's thicker. You can see it in person at least. I don't know if you can get it in the camera. The red here is loops and threads, and it is a lot softer. So this, I think, when you're doing the outlines, I think that Red Heart is the way to go, and fill it in with loops and threads. I really think that is probably, for me at least, that is the best way to go so far. I want to thank you for joining us for our coffee break today. If this video helped you avoid a yarn meltdown, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on what kind of yarn you like and why. And if you've had loops and threads betray you before when you're winding, I see you and I understand you. If you like the coffee break series or the beginning of it, also let me know. We're going to bring some more comparison videos as we go, and some more review videos, and that's where we're going to be doing the coffee breaks. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time.